Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 274A. It's a Tier 8 Soviet Premium Medium. It's located on the south spawn of Redshire, and this one is under the command of Potatoes Gonna Killed of the ELC3K clan. Well, what can I tell you about this tank? Well, it's got a 107mm gun, which is capable of doing 320 alpha, and you can see here, penetration of 227 with the standard AP, and with the APCR it goes up to 289mm. Another factor is, although it has fairly good alpha and fairly good pen, it's actually very inaccurate, this tank, so you have to get close to the enemy if you want to make the best of its good DPM. Standard reload time is 8.63 seconds, and you can see here Potatoes have got it down to 7.63, and he's more than likely going to get damage on somebody there. In fact, he hit the ELC-90. Pulled back immediately just in case he was spotted, but he wasn't, and no, he didn't get the kill there. Somebody else got to the Type 59, it was the SU-130PM. There's another 274A up there near the Zeppelin. Only the top of the turret though. And the guy's backing away. Okay, so 252U there as well. Note that one sailed over the engine deck. Okay, can he get shots in TS5? Yes, he got the TS5 and he got a high roll on him. Looks like he's backing up. He might be able to get another round of them. Oh no, because he turned actually towards us at that moment. So he is facing this way, but we might be able to get shots into some of the others. No, I don't think we can get the 274A, but the KV4. There he is. Nope, didn't get that one in either. He's using standard ammo at the moment, trying to maximise his credits. Ah, he did get that one in, but it's a low roll. The problem with this tank is, of course, that the shells are actually quite expensive. So the thing is, although you might get hits on the enemy, the problem is you're paying a lot for each shell, and that makes it difficult to make a profit, even when it's a premium tank. Okay, Progetto. That's the one of the new Italian heavies. No, didn't get it. You see what I said about inaccurate at long range. Ideally, you want to get close to the enemy to actually make sure your shots hit. He's having a lot of difficulty. He's firing many rounds, but getting very few hits indeed. It's got very bad gun handling, this tank. It's got an all-cast hull and an all-cast turret, but the problem is that that's all well and good, but if you've got a very inaccurate gun, it's very difficult to do damage to the enemy. Going back to the Zeppelin side. 2x2, no, didn't get that one. If it had been any other tank, he would have nailed that guy in the side. The Wizzy 132 saw him, so he's going to have to pull away. Otherwise, the guys over by the Zeppelin will be firing in this direction. Another thing that's against it is the gun depression. It's only got 6 degrees of gun depression, and that ELC is actually fairly close. And he was seen again. That Carnarvon's over in the castle, so he's not a problem. But it's the tanks that are getting close, like that ELC, who's just over that ridgeline. Very close to us at this moment. If we get too close to him, he'll proxy spot. There he is. And he did proxy spot. Proximity spot, I should say, rather than proxy spot, but you know what I mean. Now the turret armour is very strong. You can see it's well-rounded shape. which makes bounces very easy. The shell will hit the side of the target, and again, you know, that if this had been any other tank, an Object 140 or a T55A, his shell would have gone straight through the side of that tank. He gets that one in. He let that one lay on the target before he shots, and this time round he got a kill. That's his first kill of the game. Now, are the enemy coming out of the castle grounds? I heard Klaus calling it a church the other day. It is castle. It is a castle. I suppose you might say, oh, it's a monastery instead. No, it's more of a castle than anything. That's why it's got a moat. Monasteries don't tend to have moats around them. Not unless Henry VIII is the king. They're trying to stop him from taking all their goodies. Oh, he's got a shot there. And that's where the gun depression really hurts you, because he couldn't get his gun to lie on the target. And that Wizzy 132 just proxy spot him, so he does need to stick near this rock, because he's going to have to hide from the enemy just in case he gets spotted. Okay, he's getting some help from an SU-130PM, who's a little way behind him. And here comes that Wizzy 132 again, trying to snapshot. And of course it's again not very good unless you get very close to the target. If you get close to a target, you can out-TPM even a heavy tank and tend to shreds. But if the target is moving fast, the gun handling is so bad it's very difficult to get the kill. Now he's worrying about the ELC, but the Wizzy 132 is coming round on the north side. The ELC is on the other side. Here comes the Wizzy 132 again. One's trying to distract him from the other. And they both know. Here comes the Carnarvon. He came over from the castle, and now he can out DPM this guy and tear him to shreds. Yep, no problem with that. It's the small fast tanks that he has a problem with, and now he's got shot in the ass by the ELC. He needs the wreck for cover. The ELC's gone down, and there goes the Wizzy 132. So he's got his third kill. I think he caught them out simply because they tried to get close to him, and in a close quarters battle this gun is more accurate, and therefore he's likely to get the damage on the enemy before the enemy can do the same to him. It's all about DPM. This thing's got a DPM of 2,225, so at close range it's actually very good. Now he tried to change direction just as he dived into the water there. Could have tracked him, but luckily it didn't. Now he needs to get behind these buildings, because that tank that was spotting him... Okay, he's not spotted anymore, but the Scorpion was what I was worried about. He's still got some support. T28 prototype, a Progetto. It's 3 versus 3 now. Now remember what I said, this thing is good at close range action, because it doesn't matter about the gun being inaccurate when you're really close to the enemy. What matters is that their shells are likely to bounce off the armour, and you can see the green marks where shells did bounce off this very well cast hull. If he can get close to those enemy tanks, he's going to cause them a lot of trouble.
Moving to cover your flank.
He can out-DPM a heavy tank if he's close enough to them, but he does have to worry about his armour not being always as good as he would like. He's bounced around from the KV-5. Don't want to ram them, but you certainly want to be able to DPM them, and he's got him. Okay, now the other one you've got to worry about is that Scorpion. There's a Striv out there as well. Scorpion's the one I think I'm more concerned about. He fires around down that little alleyway where Scorpions tend to lurk. I'd possibly be in that bush as well up here, but I think he's going to use the bush. Yeah, he's not there. Use the bush. It's actually a fallen tree, but let's see if is there anybody up on the hill. I reckon the Striv will be up on the hill, and the Scorpion might be. Progetto's going the long way around. He's got plenty of time. He let the Scorpion reposition, get the T-28 to a spot where he can shoot at the hill, and then as soon as the Progetto's coming around the other side, because he's only got 36 hit points, so he can't come this way. If he did try to go this way, he'd be in trouble. And I have the feeling that the Striv and the Scorpion are waiting for Potatoes to actually make himself known. Now the T-28's in position, ready to go. Good position there, because if they have to fire from the ridgeline, he's going to spot them straight away. I think he's going to join the Progetto and go around the other side. The Progetto's in contact with the enemy. His light bulb's lit, which means they know where he is. They've seen him, and I reckon is the sixth sense going to go off? Well, they saw the Progetto, but they didn't see Potatoes, and there's the reason why. The Scorpion wasn't on the hill, he's actually further south, and there goes the Progetto, unfortunately, but the Scorpion is going to be a one-shot now. If we can get close enough, he'll out-DPM this guy and quickly kill him, so long as he's fairly close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Closer, closer, closer. There's the Scorpion. Yes, he's got him. Doesn't matter how inaccurate the gun is, so long as you're close. He was seen by the Scorpion, but he's sitting here for the moment, just in case. No, he's not close. Which tends to make me think the Striv was up on the hill, but he didn't see Potatoes as he was going through that open area. T-28's going down near the cap area. I think he's wondering if the Striv has actually worked his way around. Okay, well, no, not seen yet. I'm wondering if the guy redeployed to the cops and he's waiting for somebody to start capping. He's not where we would expect him to be. The T-28's coming in this direction. Need both tanks together. Here he comes. Okay, I reckon he's in the cops. He is in the cops. He's definitely over here. There he is. Oh, he's bounced around. Lovely armor. Protected him from the Striv. He's just going to go all in. He's a full health Striv as well. Gets his first shot in, but takes a round in the tracks. Not a worry. He can now bully this guy and get one more round into his tracks to track him. Oh, well, he got the round in, but unfortunately he didn't track him. But the T-28 will be on his way in right now and got the kill. He out-DPM'd the Striv, killed him, and that is the end of the game. What a brilliant game for Potatoes. Gonna killed in the 274A. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. What a good game that was for Potatoes. Gonna killed in the Object 274A. He got an ace tanker in that game, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 7, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and he got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Which just goes to show how strong that armor is, that cast hull. A steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and finally he got a top gun when he took out that Striv at the end of the game. So well done on such a large haul of medals. Let's have a look at team scores and see where you were. Top of the table with 4,295 hit points. The next highest scorer was the Object 252U on the enemy team with 3,589, and the next high score after that was the Progetto 54 on his own team with 2,911. When it came to kills, he's got the highest number of those with 6. 3 kills went to the T-28 prototype. They could have platooned at the end, and that would have earned them a Brothers in Arms as well. And unfortunately, they didn't. They just just too wrapped up in what they were doing. And the high scorer on the enemy team was their Barask with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,521 to Potato Skinner killed. 1,104 went to the Progesso 54. And 828 went to the T28 prototype, who was still alive at the end of the game. Let's have a look at detail. 31 shots fired, 19 direct hits, 16 penetrations. You can see huge number of rounds fired, but very few direct hits. As I said, it's a very inaccurate gun unless you're close to the enemy. If you're close to the enemy, then it's a very dangerous gun, because you are more than likely going to hit the target, and if you do hit them, you're going to penetrate them and do a lot of damage. 16 penetrations out of that 19. 4,295 hit points of damage, of which 1,527 were at more than 300 meters. Yes, he did get some lucky shots at long range. He actually got a kill at long range as well. But yes, it's a very inaccurate gun. You want to be close to the enemy when you're killing them. 11 hits received from the enemy, only 4 of which actually penetrated, 7 non-penetrations. Even the Strip had difficulty trying to penetrate his hull, and that goes to show how good that cast hull and turret are. They're very well rounded, which makes it very difficult for the enemy to kill you, unless of course they use close range shots and say something like HE at long range at you. It really is a very, very well-rounded tank, you might say, in every sense of the word. The roundedness makes the shells bounce off. 1,340 hit points of damage blocked by armor. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 6, and did 755 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 78,530 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, repair and consumables, took away a profit of 38,603 credits. So even with that very bad DPM, well, it's good DPM, but very bad cost per shell, it's a poor credit earner normally, but he made it a very good credit earner in this game. 1,521 base XP, same again from personal missions payout, 152 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 3,194 experience points altogether. He says it's his first carry solo in the Object 274A. He did basically, yes, it is a solo carry because he did get 6 kills, but at least he had the T28 prototype to back him up just in case. But in the end, he didn't have to worry because the 274A is a good tank. It's a very forgiving tank so long as you're close to the enemy, because then you really make them pay. And the only moment I felt really worried for him was when the ELC and the Wizzy 132 were playing with him, because one was popping up to distract him whilst the other one was getting into position to shoot him, and that could have ended up very nastily, but he did handle it well, and of course he nailed one of them. So that's the main thing. He did actually get the kill on one of the enemy tanks that was harassing him, and of course then he took down the Carnarvon as well on top of that. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.